Dear Earthlings, which includes all living beings who are able to receive, attend to, and share our message, we are honored to share with you what is occurring in the higher dimensions that encircle Gaia. The Arcturians will also have their transmission, but they wanted us Pleiadians to begin this process as we appear more human, and are more able to understand human behaviors. Also, we Pleiadians have taken many Earth vessels to better understand humanity. We Galactics occasionally take an Earth vessel as a preparation for us to better understand Earth society. The most difficult part of our joining Earth society is the illusion of being alone. We are in constant contact with everyone on the ship. We can easily recognize each other by their aura, and we can intermingle our auras to share our every thought and feeling without speaking. The leaders are chosen by their experience and intermingle their auras with all the members of the ship to share their personal and professional lives. These leaders are chosen by their experience, which are automatically shared via their auras, and the unconditional love that fills their aura. Also, all the leaders have, and continue to have, total dedication to our service to others. However, the term others includes the ship, with whom we all have an intimate relationship. The ship holds the 5D blueprint for Earth and for all of Gaia's many beings who visit, and/or live on board the ship. Most of the occupants on the ship volunteer to take away missions to physical Earth, so that they can learn more about how they can assist with planetary ascension, as well as to have a more intimate experience with the grounded humans who are part of the ship's away team. The biggest challenge for our away team is to remember our true self and not get lost in the illusions and fears of our third-dimensional expressions who have joined our away team to Gaia. We are not just multidimensional beings. We have the ability to be at one, or merge with, just our Pleiadian self, or merge with just our human self, and/or simultaneously be our third-dimensional human self, our fourth-dimensional astral self, and our fifth-dimensional and beyond galactic self. When we do not limit our sense of self to being a third-dimensional human, we remain in constant contact with our higher dimensional expressions of self. We have found that this two-way connection with our Earth self and our galactic self can be very challenging. Fortunately, we are very pleased to see that more and more of our third-dimensional human expressions of self are remembering their fifth-dimensional galactic self, while we are still wearing our third-dimensional human representative. We say wearing our third-dimensional self, because our third-dimensional self feels like we are wearing this component of ourself. Sometimes it feels like we are wearing a sweater or a jacket to protect us from the cold, as well as the lower frequency energy fields of the lost ones who have forgotten their true multidimensional self. All of the expressions of our multidimensional self are available to our fourth-dimensional and beyond states of consciousness. However, even we Pleiadians can become lost within the illusions of the third-dimensional reality. It is for this reason that we always travel with a buddy, as humans would say. When we are accompanied with a close friend and partner, we can both assist each other while we travel within the deep illusions and lies of your third-dimensional reality. From visiting you on Earth, we can see that so many of you have also chosen to take this 3D incarnation, in order to learn how to expand your consciousness while being constantly surrounded by the low frequency rate of the third dimension. We commend you all, especially those of you who have taken many incarnations on third-dimensional Earth. We see that you do so to better understand the third dimension, and how to expand your awareness enough to bravely confront the many challenges that you, our volunteers to third-dimensional Earth, must face. Fortunately, when we Galactics take an Earth vessel, we are able to expand our consciousness, and hence our perceptions, to be able to read the aura of others in the same manner that we read auras and psychically communicate on our ships. Via this psychic information, we can determine if a human would be able to expand their mind enough to accept that we are, indeed, fifth-dimensional beings from a higher dimension. Some humans, in fact more and more of you, are able to allow us to assist you to temporarily expand your consciousness to encompass the fifth dimensional frequency of reality. When you are able to expand your consciousness in this manner, you are more able to travel to your starship and then return to your physical body with the memory of your life on the ship. As you continue to visit your home on the ship, it is much easier for you to remember both your life on Earth and your life on the ship. Even if your Earth memory of your life on the ship is dim, you still remember the Earth mission that you have chosen. This memory may come and go from your consciousness, but it is like a trail of breadcrumbs that reminds you that there is a way home, and you will find it when it is the now to return. However, if you hold fear, frustration, anger, sorrow, or illness, it is much more difficult to remember your true self and your Earth mission, which is what you volunteered to remember and to do. We find that it can be very difficult to remember our mission once we are surrounded by the fears and challenges of the third-dimensional world. The process of taking an Earth vessel, and being confined to your third and fourth dimensional physical and astral self, can easily make you forget your true, multidimensional self. It is for this reason that we take your sleeping, or meditating self, back to the ship as soon as your consciousness expands into the higher fourth and or fifth dimensional states of consciousness. While in these higher states of consciousness, you can more easily remember everything about your mission. When you come to the ship, one of the first things that we do is to put you into one of the healing beds, which will assist you to ease your third dimensional fears and worries. With your 3D and 4D fears and worries transmuted back into fifth-dimensional love and light, you are more able to return to Earth with your innate higher states of consciousness and continue with your mission. Since time is an illusion of your third and fourth dimensional reality, no one in your 3D world will know that you have phased out of third-dimensional time and space during your sleep, or meditation. Since the third dimensionals have no concept of our reality, they do not perceive what they cannot believe. Within your now, many of you are living between realities. Therefore, you are not fully third dimensional, fourth dimensional, or fifth dimensional. In fact, you, the awakened ones, are learning, as well as beginning to remember, how your third dimensional daily life influences, and is influenced by, your fourth-dimensional artistic moments and dreams. Some of you are also remembering your fifth-dimensional experiences on your starship which is orbiting in outer space, and sometimes, around your planet. However, our fifth-dimensional mothership is fully cloaked and does not enter too deeply into your solar system, as they could affect the planets too much. Therefore, we send out our scout ships, which are still huge according to human standards, but are not too large to affect the gravity of your planetary system. More and more of our grounded ones who chose to take an Earth vessel to assist Gaia, are seeing, feeling and visiting these ships while they are sleeping or in deep meditation. Unconditional love is the vibration that can create a vibration that is high enough to allow your consciousness to resonate to the fifth dimension. We are reminding all of you that our ships will be entering your perceptual fields more and more, so that you will not become frightened. Also, we will be talking with you all more and more, so that you will have a sense of joy and even jubilation when you see us in your skies. You see, more and more of you are expanding your consciousness to the degree that you can see our ships. Of course, on the other hand, there are more people that are frightened by the concept of our ships as they are afraid that we will hurt them. These people are usually those who have unhealed fear and sorrow, as well as those who like taking advantage of the power over others of the third dimension. These people are not happy about our appearance, as they do not want to give up their power over others, or their greed and mistreatment of dear planet Gaia. Change is coming to Gaia's Earth, and those who have enjoyed their power over others will not be happy when humanity begins to remember, and use, their own power within. In fact, many of the power within leaders are having a face-off with the power over leaders. We will now talk about the initial phases of being on a fifth-dimensional reality, ship or planet. A fifth-dimensional reality does not need a place and can live within your consciousness. A fifth-dimensional ship is a galactic starship, which can be cloaked to the 3D world, or choose to briefly reveal itself. However, we cloak again quickly so as not to frighten humans who are not aware of us. We separate reality, ship and planet, because reality is the manner in which different people perceive the same planet's ascension process. Our starships are usually cloaked for the protection of those who would be too frightened. However, we often show our higher fourth and fifth dimensional frequency, as people who perceive that have a higher state of consciousness. We mostly stay away from any third-dimensional exposure to Earth, as there are too many people who would still become frightened or would try to shoot us down. Of course, they could not shoot us down, but they may frighten others, or their weapons could hit something else and harm others. Reality is specific for each person's state of mind and level of consciousness. Therefore, some people have spent their lives finding ways to educate people that Gaia is a living being, and that humanity has been treating it very poorly. On the other hand, some people see the planet as a place where they can take what they want to have, no matter what the cost to the planet, and do what they want to do, no matter what cost there is to the planet. These people are often called the Illuminati, or the Dark Ones, or those who live via power over others with no concern for others. Sometimes there are leaders who do not care about the planet, or even the people who live on it. These Dark Ones only care about themselves, their own money, and their own power over others. These humans will not be able to even perceive the higher dimensions of reality, much less enter into that vibrational world or starship. On the other hand, more and more of the awakened ones who have expanded their consciousness into the fourth and fifth dimensions are answering Gaia's SOS. These advanced beings are so dedicated to Gaia, and her efforts to ascend her planetary self, that they will actually come to planet Earth to assist with this planetary ascension. Also, any time a planet is able to ascend, raise its resonant frequency to the fifth dimension, the entire solar system benefits from the flow of fifth-dimensional light. We galactics applaud the valiant attempts of the awakened ones to participate in the great honor of merging their higher, fourth and fifth dimensional personal consciousness with Gaia's planetary consciousness. If you have found this interdimensional message and have taken your Earth time to read it, you are likely among those who are remembering and awakening to your own higher dimensional expression of self. We Pleiadians, as well as our Arcturian and other galactic friends, thank you for your higher dimensional service. Please remember that Gaia is a planetary school who is to teach humanity that energy out is energy back. Gaia also has her own curriculum courses to assist her students to release the third and fourth dimensional illusion of time and space. Once that illusion is released, Gaia and her inhabitants will remember how to return to their fifth dimensional operating system of here and now. We, your galactic family, want to remind you that we are here within your now to assist you with this evolutionary shift. Call us. We will answer. Blessings, the Pleiadians and your galactic family.